I'm glad you're here. I wanted to ask you something. Here we go. I like you. A lot. I've never met anyone like you. And I wanted to know if you'd like to spend some time together. Just the two of us.
Would you mind if I took some...
Oh, nope. I'll be impatiently...
Oh,
then. I wanted to thank you. Thanks to you.
oh...
Thank you for helping me free the Black Orcs from the slavers. I'm really relieved.
I've got to go.
Of course. I'd like to thank you again for coming to find. You're a much better when...
I've got to go.
Of course. Do you need me, Kara?
I've got to...
Of course.
I hope that the boyars will not tread on eggshells when dealing with Octave. I hope they make him sleep in dung. He deserved much worse. But if those good people could make his life a living hell, my pain will be slightly lessened. Finally, I thank you again for all your help in this matter.
Why do you always point out your family's assassin skills when you introduce yourself? You have nothing in common with someone like Octave.
Because in spite of myself, I can't help but reproduce what my family has always done. Reign by fear. And even though it saddens me, Octave is my cousin. We have more in common than you think.
You're much more attractive than he is.
That's true. Much more seductive and elegant too, don't forget. Ah, how I like to be complimented.
See you later.
I said...
Sybil, are you all right?
Yes, No, I never imagined losing my parents in this way. I feel like a part of me has been ripped out.
See you...
The fool! I've never seen such a poorly executed... Why didn't she... It's not...
See you...
Ah, there you are.
See you later.
Had someone told me that I'd one day be forgiven by the and it's...
You're finally free from the threats that weighed on yourself and your family. What do you plan to do now? Go back home?
I'll definitely go back. But it seems to me that we still have a big problem to deal with, you and I. Even if Eisenach can no longer harm me, Kurnaz will only stop once dead. Decidedly, the generals are troublesome. If we make it, well, I don't really know. I don't think I can go back to farming, especially since the Civil War is still raging and isn't about to end anytime soon. And you? What do you plan to do?
I admit that I don't really know. And that I don't really care. The only thing that matters is that you are with me.
Then we will go where the wind decides. Isn't that what you say in your language?
Something like that. Yes.
I never thought I'd say this, but I'm already looking forward to traveling with you. The future suddenly seems less bleak.
Goodbye, Ludwig.
Bye. Take care. I was wondering if you'd forgotten your old friend.
Goodbye.
Bye.
There's never a dull... So,
I need...
of course.
You showed incredible courage and great loyalty in coming to free me from this prison, while I'm really sorry that I wasn't honest with you from the start. I had orders, but I'll always be ashamed of having hidden who I was from you. I see. What can I see?
Have you come looking for wisdom? If so,
I need...
of course. Do you need my advice?
I need...
Of course.
Yes, my... Oh, you... Then, but it... and... I see... I'm always...
Have you come looking?
I need to go.
Of course.
I have everything Mev told me was required to successfully perform the Anadelas Fer.
tinier.
Let's show them what we're made of! I remember the feelings of joy mixed with sadness that I felt when we came here for the first time. Surrounded by our own, I felt safe, even though I saw to what extent they had suffered to make a life here.
Yes, they were prisoners, like you and Milan, former slaves who'd escaped. I should have taken you somewhere safer.
This place brings back memories of my failures. Ladon's transformation into a guardian brought on only chaos. All she wanted was to protect her own. I nearly made the same mistake.
We must finish the preparations for the ritual. The time has come.
No quarter!
We've lost one of ours! We must triumph! At least I will. We've lost one of ours! We must triumph!
I remember the feelings of joy mixed with sadness that I felt when we came here for the first time. Surrounded by our own, I felt safe, even though I saw to what extent they had suffered to make a life here.
Yes, they were prisoners, like you and Nilan, former slaves who'd escaped. I should have taken you somewhere safer.
Memories are a strange thing. I remember Larden being so kind. Then the attack, suddenly transforming into a beast, and everything grew confusing.
We must finish the preparation for the ritual. The time has come.
We're made of.
Fli und Wench to Kavir.
At least I won't die at the end of a rope.
The Guardian's head has been honorably prepared and placed.
Ato ol komfrangi, ebrandi ole hanemelen. Ades da mararmam. Inquid dam da veru evridenas ta hanemo. Havelu de talugedon. Close de tahawan. Uledi de taragam, kinglu in tagamem. Qua in aneman ha sa eniedi.
My dear, you gave us quite the scare. You'd fallen into a sort of catatonic state that made us think you might be dying.
I'm well. Even if I am exhausted and disorientated. What I felt is difficult to describe. I was Ladan. Suddenly I felt my body shredded in an explosion of terrific rage. And then I was that rage, and I became something else. I was immense. My roots digging into the depths of the earth, my peaks touching the sky. But I was wounded and full of hatred. And then I saw myself, tiny, sitting here, as if hiding in a shard of my past, powerful greatness.
It was violent. Terribly so. The spirit of the continent. Gakan is of a completely different nature than on Milfrichtemen. A vengeful and destructive will devours it entirely. I am not surprised that anyone binding with it is transformed immediately.
That's it. I was all of Gakan. And I was full of infinite suffering, as if thousands of needles were piercing my skin. I felt violated and dying, as if some horrifying illness had infected me.
I sensed in my mountaintops the place where I wanted to bond. Something there continued to draw from my power.
You're describing this as if you truly felt it. I am so sorry for you. It must have been horrible.
You're going to need to rest after this. Did you see anything that could help us anticipate Kernaz's next movements?
Yes. Other than the caverns, I felt certain places as if they were my own internal organs beating with energy. I suppose that these are places of power. Places where bonding rituals might be performed as well.
I know this might be a stupid question, but do you think you could locate them?
Would you know how to find your heart? Yes. I felt where they can be found. One of them we know already. It's the one on the lands of the congregation, near the border with your country. There were others beyond there. I don't know how they are called, but I could show them to you on a map.
I suggest we notify the Dutan Embassy to ensure that these powerful places are properly guarded.
Excellent idea, Ludwig. Even if it would be risky for Kernaz to send men directly into the heart of enemy territory.
Agreed. Since it only requires a small detachment of men to create one of these creatures, surveillance would not hurt.
Alas, there were also several on these lands, and these could be easily exploited by the General. There were two twins. One, a great chasm to the north of Alima, a cancer in my flesh. And the other touched my peaks. I imagine that it's a mine near another site of ruins in the mountains. There was another to the north, still within my entrails, near a long, wet scar.
You're speaking of the Tyne Canal, I think. There are numerous Astrian ruins in the region. This place must be one of them.
That is possible. Oh, there were so many, my head is spinning. Concerning the twin sites, I believe the one in the mountain heights is where Nilan bonded himself. We know there was a mine nearby. That's probably the other twin site. It was leaking pus. Much more wounded than the others.
Till, Safia, do you know this mine?
That would be an old copper mine. I think it's abandoned.
I concur. Production was stopped years ago. The copper was eventually depleted after centuries of exploitation.
Yet, still I sensed that something was going on there. We should go and see.
I agree. I felt the same thing. As if something were stretching me.
Kernaz chose this place to continue his research. Then it will be heavily guarded.
And your vision of the ruins near the border?
It was a place like the others. I just recognized it more easily because we had been there. Great battles were fought there in ancient times, weren't they?
Yes. The war between the Empire and the free cities, supported by the congregation, spilled over all the way to those lands. The earth must still be drenched in the blood of the poor soldiers who perished there.
Yes. There was so much blood spilled.
Perhaps. But we went there and a ritual was already performed. It wouldn't seem an urgency to return.
Yes. It's to the mines that we should go first. Something is going on there.
Well, if it isn't my friend...
Do you want to talk about what we experienced together during the Anadelas Fer? It was so... brutal.
It's true. Yet, I am happy to have done it with you. Knowing that you were by my side calmed me. It prevented me from sinking, I think. And it's one more ordeal that we've gone through together. And that belongs to the two of us. Something that no one else can understand the way we can.
You're right. It strengthened the bond between us. I realize that now.
Together we are stronger. And better than Egada too.
I've got to go.
Of course. Kwawalamseg. I'm happy to see you. Of course.
Yes, my friend.
There's never... So, we've...
Need to talk?
There's my favorite adventure companion. What can I do for you?
I'm always here.
I find it difficult to imagine what you perceived during the ritual of the Anadelas Fer. I hope it didn't frighten you.
Scary? No. But I admit that I was worried about you. You seemed to be completely elsewhere, and you seemed to be suffering. Are you all right, by the way? It can't be easy to feel for an entire continent.
It's true that it wasn't easy. And it's a feeling that's hard to describe. It was like being caught by a wave that rolls you out to sea and drags you into a deep trance with no escape, during which one is no longer oneself, but something infinitely greater, and imbued with such rage.
I'm sorry that you had to go through that. Once again, you've shown an admirable sense of sacrifice, but I'd rather you protect yourself as much as possible. We need you. You've become the soul of this party.
Goodbye.
Bye. Did you need me?
Goodbye.
Bye.
Are you all?
It was. After the ritual I conducted, I wondered if the ocean also had a spirit, like our island or this continent. I would like to find out, but I would need a guide. Someone who could teach me the language of the sea. Would you help me?
Of course. I'd be happy to. But I am not a Donegad. How would I know what to teach you?
It doesn't really matter, as long as we're together.
Oh, I see. In that case, I'll think about it.
I want
The next